So here we go again. We're gonna be spectating another game with, me, FatFlatFrog, and I have no idea which game actually we are gonna spectate. However, we're certainly gonna find one quite soon, as all the spotlighted games are in the game already. And let's see if I have someone on my friend lists that we can spectate. In-game, random, ARAMs, people just running ARAMs all the time. Random. Okay. Not going to go into that. In-game, Jace, some guy. Let's see. Let's go spectate him. I have no idea if it's a high-ranked game or something, but let's just jump right in and see what they have picked. Why isn't it starting to spectate? There we go. Finally, we are in the champion select screen, and for the blue team we see the Bichard. I'm just gonna pronounce it as the French would. On Thresh with Draven with Scumbag somebody in that bot lane for blue team. The Quickie in the jungle with Amumu, Juranko X on the mid lane, and Fearbus on the top lane with Riven and Lux in the mid lane. On the other side we have the Drug Dealer on Hecarim in the jungle with Leona and Caitlyn being played by Dygod and Ilusi in that bot lane for purple team with Jax and Lux in the top and mid lane respectively. So both teams running a pretty heavy, pretty good combos, I think, pretty well balanced. Riven, we haven't seen much of her lately, as other top laners kind of took the spotlight, such as Renekton, Jace, and so on, and Zed. Just one of the best top laners at the moment. But Riven, not such a bad champion, especially if you know how to play it. A great mobility on her, and you can just do a lot with her. So blue team running with Amumu and Thresh, they can just make plays happen with their AoE combos stacking onto each other. Amumu getting the stuns on everyone that he's around, that are around him, and just Thresh going in with the hook, proccing his box, just putting it down and slowing everybody down. And then you have Lux that can just final spark all over the team that has gotten trapped by those AoE abilities. So a good comp coming out from blue team, definitely. On the other side we have Leona and Caitlyn that can do quite a lot of burst damage, especially in the early game on that bot lane. And we have another Lux, so that's a normal game. I haven't honestly even checked, but yeah, we have another Lux, so that's gonna be a fun thing to comment on, because I'm just gonna keep having to say blue Lux, purple Lux, and so on. And they seem to have a little more single target damage. They seem to have a little more burst, but I don't know, somewhat less synergy between the champions. I don't know. It feels like blue team should definitely be better off, just coming out of the synergy as stated. But on the other side, purple team can just snowball early with Jax is a mid to late game champion as well. If he gets fed, or if he doesn't get countered too badly on the top lane by Riven, he should be able to just trade quite evenly with her, or even just destroy her if he gets ahead by one kill, if Hecarim ganks properly. So both of these teams having some skins actually. Draven has one, Amumu has one. Actually, everyone on blue team has a skin. On the other side, though, we see that only Lux has the skin for purple team. So definitely skins are in favor of blue team, and so is the comp, in my opinion. And they just should win this game, definitely. They do not have the Season 2 ELO frames on there, so 3 are unranked and only 1 gold and 1 silver, compared to 4 silvers on the purple team, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I have friends that play on Diamond 1 and are unranked, so because they either transferred from EU East or well, just weren't as good the previous season, or they didn't get carried, either way. But we are gonna be joining the game pretty soon if Jax has the decency of loading up. He's on 85% and slowly climbing. I wouldn't go as far as to say that his computer is being powered by a hamster, because I reserve that for very, very, very slow loaders, but he definitely doesn't have a good one. I mean, I used to have a bad computer as well, so I kind of know what he's going through. But yeah, it's just annoying for everyone involved. I know that it's annoying for the guy that's loading, but the 9 people waiting for him are annoyed just as much. Anyway, we are into the game, and I'll just be fixing up these displays so we can see how everyone's doing. There we go. Thrash, sport. What is it? Leona, Thrash, 2 Luxes. That's just gonna be so annoying. But as we can see, both supports starting with the standard Cookie and Explorer's Ward build, with the difference of actually Thrash picking up 4 wards compared to Leona's 3 plus the Vision ward. So that's gonna be an interesting. I mean, Leona is just gonna be able to clear out wards faster, or even get the dragon ready before blue team can actually do anything about it. But as it stands, both Luxes actually choosing different setups. Blue Lux actually going for the ward in the mid lane, which is a bit of a better choice if you ask me, since it's just going to prevent Hecarim from ganking her on that mid lane, at least from one side. So she's just gonna just stand on one side and be safe, hopefully. Although Hecarim does have quite a good engage with that speed increase. Actually, Hecarim starting with a strange build for a jungler. He didn't pick up his machete, so he's gonna be. I guess he has an idea of what he's trying to do, but he's not gonna be doing a lot of damage, and he might just be a little slower on the jungling. As we can see, he went for the 7 potions. He already used 1, and he's gonna be using another one really soon. A strange build coming out from him. Both AD carries just the standard build, and this mid lane is most likely gonna be just a pure skill matchup. Whoever plays the better Lux is gonna win, unless there are some awesome ganks. But the Mumu is going for this top lane level 2 gank. Jax using the counter strike, trying to get away, gets bandage tossed by a Mumu. Is gonna land the stun, but doesn't really do much, as both players, well, especially Riven is still level 1, so she couldn't really do anything about it. Mumu, although going around again, at least it seems so. So he might actually spot out Hecarim, or Hecarim is gonna spot him out. But he just decides against going for the red buff, it seems, and well, just waiting here for Riven maybe. And there are pings going down from Lux to the purple Lux. Purple Lux being extremely low, might actually, if she gets bandage tossed, she's gonna die. Most likely. There we go, bandage toss straight onto her, and first blood for Amumu. Just the normal, oh god, Amumu just didn't even break a sweat killing Lux, and now Hecarim might be in trouble as he gets spotted by Riven. Gets bandage toss, gets ignited by Riven as well, flashes over the wall, but is gonna get picked up by the ignite, and Riven getting that blue buff. She doesn't really need it. Red buff would have been better, but still, it counts. And purple team actually getting shut down quite hard on this bot lane. They got shut down in the jungle as well, top as well, mid as well, and blue team just looking extremely strong right now. Jax just trying to counter-strike Amumu away, does manage to get the stun, but nothing comes out of Riven and Amumu. So nothing much really happening in terms of action. There are some standard ganks. There is some standard aggression coming out from blue team, but the ganks are pretty much very, how should I put it, low elo looking. Draven out farming Caitlyn quite hard right now, as well, he is a very strong champion mid to early game with those spinning axes. Lux actually going quite aggressive onto the purple Lux. Purple Lux just trying to get away. Hecarim could come and help her, however she might get picked up by that AoE. Now blue Lux going extremely low. Hecarim is pursuing her and is gonna get the pickup, finally getting purple team onto that scoreboard with the first kill of the game coming down for purple team. And just, well, blue Lux being a bit over-aggressive, being a bit too cocky with how things stand. Amumu actually flashing in, getting the bandage toss, but is gonna die. 1-for-1 trade. I don't think that was worth it with his red buff running. So he's just gonna have to get that buff again when it comes back up. But as it stands, 3-2 in kills in favor of blue team. Blue team leading with a slight gold lead as well, about 500 gold, and just yeah, still keeping the pressure. The bot lane is perma pushed. Riven the only one that is kind of being behind in CS at the moment, if we do not count junglers and supports. I mean, Lux, the blue Lux is out farming purple Lux by a big margin, 15 CS right now the difference, and Draven, well, by about 10 CS. Caitlyn, so that sentence going down onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn going extremely low, has to flash away, uses heal. Leona uses heal, but actually Draven went low as well. 1 or 2 more hits would do it, but nobody's there. Nobody's brave enough to go there close to Thresh and try to do it. So Caitlyn using the flash. Leona actually going aggressive, uses the ignite straight onto Draven. Draven ticking quite low. Now actually Lux getting caught out in the mid lane, gets almost ulted by the other Lux, but is gonna get picked up by the ticking AoE, and well, purple Lux just keeps losing in this mid lane. However, we have missed the action where Leona tried to go 2v1, not actually managing to kill Draven. Draven is quite fine. So Jax going aggressive onto Riven, gets bandage tossed by Amumu, flashes away, but Amumu has the ultimate ready. Riven as well using her ultimate straight away, and Amumu picking up the kill. So 5-2 in kills at the moment. Blue team just completely dominating all the lanes in terms of CS, in terms of kills, and Amumu might actually die. One more tower hit would have done it, but he just barely got away. Thresh now actually having to defend this bot lane by himself. He's not having too much trouble as he's full HP and he does quite a lot of damage by himself, missing that death sentence. But that passive of his just does so much damage. Blue Lux going aggressive onto purple Lux, gets ignited though from purple Lux. Purple Lux flashing away. Blue Lux going extremely low right now, but is most likely just gonna be fine if she doesn't get CC'd right now. Ooh, Root going down under the turret, gets melted down. Purple Lux going a bit too deep under the turret, has gotten snared by the other Lux, and well, that just spelled death for her, as Blue Lux has not used the final spark yet. Riven and Jax going 1v1 in the meantime on that top lane. We have missed when Caitlyn used the ace in the hole onto Draven just to try to get some pressure off, but she's quite out of mana. She's not going to be able to spam those Piltover Pissmakers, and that just means that she's going to keep falling behind in CS. She's 20 CS behind. In the meantime, Lux, the blue Lux, is leading by about 40 CS at the moment, and that just means that Blue Lux is just going to be a beast right now. She picked up a Tear of the Goddess as her first item and a needlessly large rod, which just means that she's going to be able to melt everyone. Jax, though, might get ganked here by a Mumu. Riven has gotten quite low just from that, but Hecarim is there as well. Might get the ultimate straight down. Mumu gets the bandage toss straight onto Jax, and Jax going down to Riven's ultimate. A bit of an ineffective counter gank coming out from Hecarim. Hecarim not actually using his ultimate to try and fear people out. Purple Lux almost getting the drop onto Blue Lux. Blue Lux having that blue buff as well. Oh my god, there's so much blue. Yeah, so that is just terrible of me. But anyway, 72 in kills, 10 minutes. Oh, Amumu actually using his ultimate straight onto Purple Lux. Purple Lux will have to back away, but she might actually get a final spark by the Blue Lux. Blue Lux is not back. Well, actually, she got killed. What? When did that happen? How the fuck? I had no idea. The auto director didn't show it, and well, I'm just blind, it seems. Either way, 72 in kills, 10th minute of the game. Blue team leading by about 3k gold, and the spot lane still keeping the pressure up. Draven picked up the Vampiric Scepter and, well, the Doran's Blade he had before, so he only picked up the Vampiric Scepter and the boots. Not a big damage increase from him, though. So Caitlyn is still going to be able to survive quite fine, but Caitlyn and Leona just not being able to do absolutely anything, and Hecarim hasn't been present on the lanes at all. Uses his speed increase now, ultimate going down straight into Draven. Draven actually having that lantern close to him, clicks it finally, gets speared by Hecarim though with the ultimate. Leona flashing in, trying to get the stun onto Thresh. Caitlyn picking up the kill onto Draven in the meantime with that ace in the hole, and well, a lot of ultimates expired for Purple Team in that fight, but I guess it was worth it. Shutting down Draven and his great final spark from Lux, sniping away Hecarim almost blindly. I guess the creep just had the vision of him, and a great final spark. Now Caitlyn and Leona might be in trouble as Leona gets snared, gets DPS'd and ignited by Lux. Lux is just gonna back away, try to be safe, does not want to give anything away. Amumu actually diving Jax under the turret. Jax trying to deal 1v1 against Riven, but is gonna get picked up with actually killing Amumu with that ignite. So 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, and well, 1-for-0 trade in the bot lane. 2-for-0 if we count Hecarim going down to Lux's snipe. So Caitlyn trying to get back in terms of CS. She has that one kill. Meanwhile, Draven actually only died once, so he doesn't have the kill gold bonus. But Purple Lux actually doing quite well at the moment. Hecarim trying to get the drop onto Riven. Riven just moving away with her superior movement skills, as she can just dash around the map all the time. Lux getting melted down by Purple Lux, and Purple Lux getting the kill. Turning the tables around actually, since she has been behind in CS quite heavily for the past 10 minutes, but finally getting those kills, doing something right. Honestly, I wouldn't know what exactly, but she's being aggressive. She's managing to land those snares, and well, just managing to bring down Blue Lux quite well. Blue Lux actually hasn't picked up absolutely anything since we last, anything of importance to be honest, since we last checked, but Purple Lux actually picking up the Chalice of Harmony, and she seems to be going for an Athene's. Amumu in the meantime missing his bandage toss on the bot lane. Caitlyn would have been a very, very dead Caitlyn if Thresh would have followed it up with a hook. Jax going 1v1 against Riven, who's just going to be fine with those shields. She can just spam. Leona going a bit too deep onto Draven, getting ulted by Amumu. Amumu and Hecarim are there. Hecarim going straight in there. A final spark comes in, almost picks up Draven, but the damage from Hecarim will do it. Both Amumu and Thresh are very low, being well chased by this Hecarim. Might get picked up. Amumu waiting for his bandage toss, probably tries to get it. Hecarim might go down here if he's not careful. There we go, last hit from the turret. Hecarim and Amumu trading kills, but now Caitlyn is in trouble as she gets chased down by the blue Lux and picked up. Purple Lux is still around, but quite not too keen in going 1v1 against this blue Lux. Blue Lux actually still being around, has not been spotted by any wards, as Purple team just do not have any kind of wards. I just noticed. Purple team should be warding at least the Tribush and the Dragon area, but they seem not to be buying any kind of wards at all. Purple Lux actually getting caught out by Blue Lux. Blue Lux missing the snare. Not so for Purple Lux, who just managed to final spark Blue Lux well enough. Now Riven is there as well, almost getting the stun onto Purple Lux, but Hecarim picking up the kill onto Blue Lux, and Riven picking up the kill onto Blue Lux. So both Luxes are dead now, and my voice is cracking out. So that's not a good thing. Either way, both teams seem to be keen into going onto this dragon. Jax just keeps perma-farming on that top lane, is building towards that Blade of the Ruin King, so when he does build that, he's gonna be doing quite a lot of damage. As we stated, Jax does a lot of damage, especially in the late game. Ulti from Leona going down onto Draven. Draven having to barrier it away. Thresh is there as well, getting a few DPS in, but Jax now is in trouble, gets bandaged lost by Amumu. Riven is there as well. Riven trying to get the stun onto Jax. Jax trying to juke away. He is most likely gonna get away, but at what cost? Nope. Lux is just gonna land the snare, land the final spark, and pick that guy up. So after all that, and Leona picking up the kill on Draven in that bot lane, so Thresh is left alone with little help from Hecarim. So after all that, 23 to 21k gold, 2k gold difference in favor of blue team, as well as 4 kills more for blue team as well. Jax in the meantime actually getting down the top turret, so that's going to be the first turret down in favor of purple team, and Lux might get caught out here if Amumu actually lands the ultimate, splashes in and lands the ultimate, but blue Lux does not want to go too close, does not want to get killed. Leona and Caitlyn get overextended. Caitlyn getting picked up by Riven there. Leona now in trouble, trying to get away, and purple Lux actually managing to snare down Amumu, but gets final sparked by blue Lux. Great play by blue Lux there. Actually, Thresh landing the death sentence onto Leona. Leona trying to reply with some damage, but she does not have what it takes, and Draven getting the kill. Jax now joining the party, getting the kill onto blue Lux, and Amumu, the only blue member remaining as Riven joins him, so 3 versus 2 in this mid lane. Hecarim has to be careful, Jax as well. He doesn't want to get bandage tossed by Amumu or stunned by Riven, or else Draven will make short work of him. Draven just trying to clear this wave. Jax is trying to defend the turret quite well, honestly. Death sentence goes down, but I don't think anyone is going to be there to follow it up. And purple team actually looking quite strong right now. They have been struggling from the start, but they have been winning at least a few of those team fights that just happened. And I don't know, Jax just seems a beast, especially if he's gonna land a few more. Lux actually landing snare onto Riven. Riven quite tanky at the moment. Let's see what she's building. She only has a Giant's Belt and a Bloodthirster, so not a lot. But Lux actually missing the final spark, gets Death Sentence by Thresh. Nothing too scary as nobody's there to follow it up. Lux just keeps harassing Riven. Does not want to let her go back. Jackson, Hecarim in the meantime catching up onto Draven in the bot lane. Draven is not gonna go back. Jax is gonna pick him up. And purple team has the perfect opportunity to go for Dragon right now. And it seems that they have, well, thought the same and are moving towards it. But Blue Lux is there, has that blue buff ready and waiting. So if the Dragon is actually started by purple team, they might try to, blue team might try to steal it away, at least with that final spark, if not with Amumu's bandage over the wall. However, purple team actually starting the Dragon. Leona warding the dragon surroundings. They do not want to get any kind of steal coming from blue team, and no contest. Purple team picking up the kill onto the Dragon. In the meantime, Purple Lux actually getting caught out by 3 members of blue team. She flashes away and tries to juke through their own jungle, but is most likely gonna get picked up. Leona landing the E onto Thresh. Thresh going somewhat low, but not too scared. Lands the Death Sentence, almost thinks of going in. Now the 3v1 onto Lux. Lux gets smelted by the blue Lux, and purple team has to be careful now. Amumu hasn't used his ultimate yet. He has it ready, and if they're bunched up, they will most likely just fall as dominoes. Bandage toss going down onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn getting snared, and the final spark by Lux getting completely melted down. Hecarim just going in with his ultimate, trying to get some fears off, but is most likely gonna get picked up as he procs those walls off Thrash's box. Jax now getting ignited and picked up by Draven. A perfect team fight by blue team, who had the advantage as Lux died just before, but that was just what I was talking about. You cannot afford to let Amumu bandage. Ooh, great final spark by purple Lux onto blue Lux, picking up that kill. Just trying to get something done about this turret. Gets bandage toss though, gets stunned by Riven as well, and is most likely gonna get picked up. There we go, by Riven this time, not Draven, as he has picked up quite a lot of kills for him. 3 kills just in the previous team fight. And Lux and Riven looking, well, blue Lux and Riven looking extremely strong right now. Blue Lux picking up that Rabadon's Death Cap. She is building towards the Athene's Holy Grail, it seems, and she's always starting the Seraph's Embrace. Oh, Caitlyn getting caught out here, gets saved by Hecarim. Now using that ace in the hole onto Riven. Riven will go down for Hecarim, but that might be too little too late. Blue team actually started warding out that Baron pit, so they are thinking of starting it when they come back and buy. But as stated, purple team have to make something happen. They have to start fighting as a team. Purple Lux has gotten caught out quite a lot lately, and that just spelled disaster for the coming team fights. As I've mentioned, well, before the start of the game as well, blue team have that AoE capability. Amumu is extremely tanky right now, and he just doesn't care. He goes 4v1. Nobody's there though. Nobody from blue team is there to follow it up. Draven's ult comes over, but Amumu is still alive. Gets picked up finally by Hecarim, but blue Lux actually picking up the purple Lux down. Ult from Leona going down, not actually managing to land on anyone. She tries to flash away, but is not gonna get away from Draven with those spinning axes and the red buff and the blue buff. Jax just going around, trying to get some picks, but he's not gonna be able to do absolutely anything, as 3 members from blue team are still alive and well, full HP on them, and Jax coming in there too late. Too much focus has gone onto Amumu in the previous fight, and Purple Team just expanded too much time and effort trying to get him down, while just getting ulted by both Lux and Draven. So global ultimates almost, Lux is being almost global. They just do the work. Everything has to do is just wait for Amumu to land his ultimate on, like, I don't know, 3-4 members of Purple Team, and that's it. Someone's gonna die. Amumu also being extremely tanky right now. He has that Spirit of the Spectral Wraith. He has the Sunfire Cape and, well, the Ninja Tabi Boots. So, and it seems that he's building somewhat of an AP build right now, as he seems well, confident enough not to build full tanky at the moment. Draven going 1v1 against Hecarim. Hecarim managing to do quite a lot of damage. We'll see if he manages to do anything about it. He uses his ultimate, gets the fear, but not in the right direction, and he has to back off, as he just noticed that 3 members from Blue Team are, well, 4 members of Blue Team are going to try and chase him down. Jax is out of position as well. Leona is, well, waiting in those brushes, trying to get something done, but there goes the Amumu's ultimate. That's going to be a dead Hecarim most likely, as, well, he gets ignited by Riven and picked up. Riven's ult went across him as well, so 4 members actually got the assist. Lux pinging out Jax as she spotted him there. Is gonna go 1v1. I don't think her Blue Team is gonna come there fast enough, but there goes Thresh's box actually, blocking Jax from getting away. Jax getting completely melted by that final spark. And in the meantime, Purple Lux trying to get the final spark over onto Blue Lux, who is extremely low right now. Not actually managing to get her down. Bandage Dust almost hitting. If Lux wouldn't have... Whoa, actually Leona's ult gunning across as well. Caitlyn is there, gets jumped by Riven. Riven getting stunned and picked up by Purple Lux now. And good catch from Purple Team now. Blue Team is in a spot of bother at the moment, as 4 members of Purple Team are there or thereabouts, trying to get the drop onto Amumu, but Amumu is extremely tanky and does a lot of damage with those Tears. So Purple Team just have to back off. They can't even fight 4v3. That's just sad. Anyway, let's just make a quick overview. 29-18 in kills. Oh, actually Lux getting caught out again, gets final spark, but manages to drop Blue Lux before she dies. And, well, Draven picking up the kill with his ultimate, perfectly placed over Purple Lux. So 1 for 1 in terms of Luxes. But as I was saying, 30-19 in kills, and Blue Team leading by a margin of about 10k gold, if we round it up towards, well, upwards. And they just keep winning those team fights. I mean, Purple Team just keeps getting caught out of position, out of place, and they only have about 2 wards right now, and those are in their own jungle, so they can't even get out of their own jungle right now. Riven is gonna be making her way towards this red buff, might actually get the drop onto Jax, but Jax is quite strong right now, uses the counter strike, does not manage to stun Riven, and Riven is just gonna get away. We'll see how the next team fight happens, as well, both teams are gonna be trying to go. Oh, the final spark coming down onto Draven. Draven getting stunned by Leona as well, gets ulted as well, is gonna get picked up by Lux. Now Lux going 1v1, well, 3v1 versus Riven. Riven gets picked up as well by Hecarim this time, and 2 kills for Purple Team. They have to make something happen right now. They either have to go push this mid turret or just go Baron, but they are not doing that. They're just I don't know, they're running around. Hecarim seems to be heading towards that bot lane, trying to get something done about Amumu, but he's not going to be able to bring Amumu down, pretty sure, as Amumu is extremely tanky, and if he has those Tears running, he's going to be doing quite a lot of damage. he also gets reset. So there goes his ultimate. Hecarim having to ult away. As I was saying, Amumu's E resets on auto attacks coming from either creeps or champions. So he can just spam it if you're attacking him. Jax now might get the pickup. Yes, there we go. Getting the pickup onto Amumu. Leona getting caught in the box, but not actually proccing any of the walls. Gets that sentence as well. Jax is there, however, so they might make something happen as Purple Team picked up the dragon. So second dragon of the game going to Purple Team, and Purple Team Final Spark coming across, perfectly placed, getting the Blue Lugs down, and all three members of Blue Team that remain got caught in it. Quite a lot of damage coming from Purple Lux right there. Rabadon's Death Cap built on her. Athene's Unholy Grail as well. There's no doubt about it. Blue Lux is still quite a way ahead of Purple Lux, but slowly getting there. Draven getting caught out. Riven actually ulting up, trying to get the kill onto Lux. Lux is trying to use her Final Spark, but gets killed before she could actually do that. 1-for-1 trade in Lux and Riven. Now Thresh getting caught out by Hecarim and Leona. Leona going low herself, being chased by Amumu. Amumu just going for it, killing Leona. Now just turning his aggression towards Caitlyn. Caitlyn getting away. Jax is still quite heavily healthy, but is most likely gonna get picked up by Amumu. Now Final Spark comes across, gets the pickup onto Jax, and that was a complete wash of a team fight for Purple Team. They lost, well, they just lost too much HP trying to bring down Amumu. Amumu was just bandage tossing all over the map, getting those kills, and just doing so much damage right now. He only has the Ryla Scepter in terms of DPS, but he's doing a lot of damage with that, oh, I always forget the name, with that Sunfire Cape, with those tears, just proccing a percent of damage, a percent of maximum HP of the nearest targets. So yeah, he's insanely tanky right now, and well, quite good on DPS as well. 34 to 26 in kills, and 7k difference. But here goes Lux getting caught out again. Three members of Blue Team are going to chase her down. There goes the snare, there goes the death sentence, and she gets destroyed. I have no idea what this Purple Lux is doing, but she's not doing anything good. She has those moments of brilliance sometimes. Oh, Leona might get caught out. Snare goes down, gets caught out as stated. She is quite tanky though, so she might survive. Ult comes down, only stuns Thresh. She gets picked up by Draven's ultimate, and now Jax is in trouble as Riven is ulted, and well, Draven getting the double kill with those pinning axes. Blue Team are most likely just gonna try and finish out this game. Final Spark comes across, completely melts Caitlyn, but Draven getting the third kill of this exchange. And this is going to be the first inhibitor going down for Blue Team with the inhibitor as well. And Blue Team might actually just look to end this right here and now. However, they have to be careful if they're not all on full HP. Oh, Amumu actually flashing over to Hecarim. Hecarim getting ulted by Amumu as well, having to ult away just to get to safety. And this is going to be the first the first Nexus turret going down. Amumu is still there, just tanking up the turret and Hecarim and Leona's damage. Hecarim getting picked up again. That's just the end of the game. Riven ulting up, getting caught by Leona. Might go down to Jax and Leona, but just dashes away with those kills. Jack getting death sentenced by Thresh. This is just a complete massacre coming out from Blue Team. Lux getting caught out, but using the Final Spark, finally landing onto Amumu, getting him down. Leona going 4v1, gets ignited, and gets picked up by Riven. Riven barely surviving with her shield and a little help from Lux. But as stated, this is just a matter of Blue Team finishing the game. They're just toying around with the Purple Team, and are most likely just gonna end this really soon. Snare goes down onto Purple Lux. Lux gets picked up by Blue Lux, and Raven just keeps going around and being annoying with it, with those spinning axes, doing insane amounts of damage. 9-10 Lux in terms of KDA, 10-4-7 Riven, 7-6-20 on Amumu, and that just means Purple team are completely destroyed. The top and mid inhibitors are down. They have what it takes. Oh, actually, Hecarim ulting up onto Lux. Lux just not wanting to recall. Maybe that was just the idea, trying to get the get to the base faster. But she's gonna have to wait about 45 seconds right now. As well, we are in the 33rd minute of the game, 34th correction. So those death timers are gonna start hurting. But as stated, blue team just looking so strong that they got 2 inhibitors down. They will most likely just start this Baron. Riven is down there going onto the Dragon, so she's gonna just solo it, as Purple team have no way of responding onto that or just having vision of it at all. And well, neither team too preoccupied with warding, as Purple team seem to have given up, and blue team just are so dominant right now that if they meet Purple team, they're just gonna melt their faces and move on. It seems though that blue team are slowly moving towards the Baron, are most likely gonna start it quite soon, as well, he is already attacking Amumu due to that Sunfire Cape. But Baron slowly going down, Hecarim warding it actually, so that's first ward we've seen in a while, but Amumu has that Oracle's Elixir, so the vision is gonna keep getting denied. Thresh actually landing the death sentence straight onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn going extremely low. Lux trying to final spark everyone from blue team. Now Hecarim actually ulting over the wall, getting destroyed by blue team that have the Baron right now. Riven against almost surviving. Bandage just going down onto Jax. Jax gets ulted by Amumu and destroyed by Draven and Lux. So, as stated, now that they have Baron, it should be just a simple matter of finishing off the game. There we go, Lux picking up the kill onto Caitlyn. Leona almost getting the sentence. If that would have happened, she would have gone down as well. And, well, she's getting chased down by Draven, and everyone else gets picked up. And that's gonna be the Nexus. Even if blue team do not attack it, the super creeps would have killed it. And well, great game for blue team. A lot of action coming down for both of these teams, but in the end, well, purple team just not being able to answer to the superior comp coming out from blue team. As stated, blue team had the better comp, just more synergy in between those champions, having those AoE abilities and having those insanely bursty champions such as Lux and Draven, combined with the AoE and the tankiness coming out from Riven and Amumu. That was just a complete wash. And well, great game. I'll probably be streaming another one later on, but right now I really have to get a glass of water, or else I'm just gonna be left without a voice.